Every night, just before bedtime, Lucas would listen carefully. Not to the wind outside or the creak of the house, but to something softer, the gentle humming of lullabies. He didn't know where the music came from, but it always floated in, like warm cocoa for the ears. The melodies made his eyelids heavy and his dreams light. But one night, the lullaby didn't come. Lucas lay still in his bed, clutching his blanket and staring at the ceiling. The room was quiet. Too quiet. No soft humming, no sweet melody, just silence. "Something's wrong," Lucas whispered. He sat up and blinked at the stars outside his window. And then, something magical happened. One of the stars twinkled, blink, blink, and sent a trail of silvery light down into his room. The light curled into a soft spiral, glowing brighter and brighter, until it formed a floating, golden music note. "Are you Lucas?" the note asked in a tiny, bell-like voice. Lucas blinked. "Yes." "Then grab on. You're needed in the land of lullabies." Before he could even think to say why, the note swirled around him, and whoosh, Lucas floated up, 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 through his ceiling, into the sky, and into a world made of music. Musical note. The land of lullabies was more beautiful than anything Lucas had ever dreamed. The sky shimmered with pastel clouds shaped like harps. The ground was soft like a quilt, and little lullaby creatures danced in the air like glowing jellyfish made of notes. A river of shimmering sound flowed nearby, humming a gentle tune. The trees had chimes for leaves, and every breeze sang a new song. But something felt off. The music was faint, scattered. Some notes floated broken in the air. The colors had dulled. Lucas was greeted by a creature shaped like a teardrop with tiny wings and sleepy eyes. "You're finally here," it said with a yawn. "I'm Hummy, the melody guide." "What's happened to the lullabies?" Lucas asked. "They're fading," Hummy said. "The heart melody has gone missing." "The heart melody?" Hummy nodded. "It's the song that powers all lullabies. Without it, the music weakens, and children everywhere can't fall asleep easily." Lucas gasped. "That's why I couldn't hear the lullaby tonight." "Exactly," Hummy said. "Only someone with a strong dreaming heart can find the missing melody. That's why you're here." Lucas took a deep breath and stood tall. "Let's go find it." Musical note. First, they visited the Snorberry Forest, where soft snuffling creatures napped in hammocks made of song threads. The trees whispered half melodies as they passed. In the center of the forest stood a grumpy owl with spectacles, humming a low tune. "The melody passed through here," he hooted. "But it was feeling forgotten." "Forgotten?" Lucas asked. "Yes," said the owl. "Too many children are falling asleep with screens and noise, not with songs." The heart melody grew dim and wandered off. Lucas felt a little sad. He loved lullabies. He didn't want them to disappear. "We'll remind the melody that it's still needed," he said firmly. Musical note. Next, they crossed the Dreambeat Desert, where the sand dunes pulsed like slow drum beats. There, they met a sleepy lion who sang in rhymes. "She went that way," through the valley of hush, looking for echoes in shadows that rush. Following the lion's pause of rhyme, they entered a misty valley filled with sleepy silence. Not quiet, but silence. The kind that swallowed all sound. Even Hummy's humming faded. Lucas reached into his own chest, closed his eyes, and began to hum. A simple tune. Soft. Familiar. A lullaby his mother always sang. Musical note. Close your eyes, drift and glide. Stars will sing and skies will slide. Musical note. The mist shimmered, and in the middle of the hush, something stirred. A glowing orb, pale and pulsing like a heartbeat, rose from a nest of quiet. The heart melody. Hummy cried, but the orb trembled. I am tired, it whispered. I feel forgotten. Lucas stepped forward. You're not forgotten. I still listen. I still love you. He held out his hands. Come home. The heart melody hovered for a moment, then slowly floated into his palms. And the moment it touched him, boom! A wave of soft music spread through the sky, like a great sigh of comfort. Color returned to the trees. Notes danced. Bells rang. The lullaby river began to sing again. The land of lullabies woke with joy. Musical note. Thank you, Hummy said as Lucas floated back toward the star path. You reminded the heart melody why it matters. Lucas smiled sleepily. It matters because it helps us sleep and dream. Musical note. Back in his bed, Lucas opened his eyes just as a gentle lullaby began to play in the air. His blanket felt warmer, his pillow softer, and outside, the stars blinked like they were humming with him. And as he closed his eyes and drifted off, the music whispered in his ear. Musical note, you are safe, you are light. Drift away into the night, musical note.